Hi, Kelly Cold here to update you with the key events of the week. So, the last few weeks have seen a pretty significant swing in sentiment in the markets about the future direction of interest rates. A few weeks ago, markets seemed surer that there was a chance that interest rates might be going up next year, whereas now markets have priced in a decent chance in a reduction in the OCR, even by about May next year. This shift in sentiment has caused us to think about what the world needs to look like for those cuts to become a reality. Our view is that it's going to take more than the already very tangible signs of economic slowdown to bring those cuts into play, given that core inflation pressures remain very high. The reality is that most of the gains in headline inflation that we've seen so far have reflected the easy wins of lower imported goods prices and lower food prices, whereas there's been less disinflation in stickier services and non-tradables prices. We think it's the case that those stickier core inflation measures are going to have to show signs of disinflation by about 0.5 to 1% a quarter relative to what we've got used to seeing in the last couple of years. And also we think the Reserve Bank's forecasts for aggregate inflation are going to have to tell them that inflation is going to be back inside that target range within 6 months or so of the first rate cut. We don't think those conditions are going to likely be met until the second half of next year at the earliest. So like next week, we've got the Reserve Bank is going to give us an update of what they think about the outlook in the November monetary policy statement. We don't think they're going to change interest rates next week, but their views about the future direction of policy will be telling. So I'll be back next week to talk to you about that and also potentially about the outcome of the government's coalition negotiations.